Hello, everyone. So, wanted to get started on a little bit of homework here before we open. These were last week's levels. As you can tell, they did play out. And by the way, I have two PA accounts now at Apex. So the 50K here, and then I've got 100K rhythmic. So and I traded those both on Friday. I do not copy trade. It messes with my mentality, so I prefer not to do that. I would just rather switch accounts, but I made 275 here in the rhythmic one and just shy of 200 here in the trade of 8 one. So anyway, let's do a little bit of homework here before we start the new week. Now, being that they left this previous week here with this long wick, you know, continuity is still to the upside. So we do have that. However, since they left this wick, you know, I'm gonna take note and draw a fib between the body and the top of the wick, you know, to see if we might can continue to up or if they're gonna retrace, you know, back down. So, and I'll also do a 50% of the body as well. But anyway, we'll go ahead and you know, remove the previous week high and low. And since we'll more than likely be in this mother bar range, I'll draw the 50% there for that as well. Just doing ES right now. We'll move on to NQ next, but I'm just going to go ahead and remove some of these, and that way we'll know where we stand. So let's see here. So I always do the previous week high and low in a line, and that gets an orange line. And then now I will do um, the liquidity for the body, and I usually do that in array. So we'll do there and there. So that's your that's where obviously the most of the volume transacted and took place. And then this is just something that I came up with on my own as far as the fib for the body to the wick. And probably take some of this off. Where I just really need the 50%. So take these off. So that'll get 50%. I'm gonna make it a little. Why it's so light colored? Is that gonna make it? Nope. Made it dark. Okay. Here we go. Make it a little darker. So that's 50% of that wick. And I want to sync this. I want to sync all of these actually. So I'd really like that to be a little bit there we go. I want it to be a little thicker. All right, so good thing about using the same, right? And you don't have to use orange. I mean, you can use anything you want, but good thing about using, you know, once you come up with your own little color coded system, you'll pretty much know what you're looking at here. And I might do a fib here on this previous So 2 weeks ago as well. Um, so if we start retracing, I'll know to look down in through here, right? Um, so yeah, so that's that. And oh, I wanted to do a 50% of that previous week candle as well. So if the reason I'm doing this is because I don't know if this new 2 week or no, I'm sorry, new week is going to, if we're going to go two up again up again, or if they're going to retrace excuse me, and bring us two down, at which case I'd be looking for, a lot of this area to retrace. And this also would be an area I'd be looking at as far as a retrace there. Um, so we just have to see, how we open, um, and what areas they want to target. Uh, yeah, what areas they want to target on this new opening week. I mean, they're gonna start bringing us back down through, which is my hunch. My hunch is we open somewhere around in this area, around this 5778 area, and then come on down through here. But again, I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what takes place. And I'm not going to be in a huge hurry to jump in there. If we look at the daily, they left us basically what the strat will call a two up red, and I'm definitely looking for a retrace all the way down into here. Also, this could be considered a pivot machine gun, as it relates to the strat, because you've got, let's just draw it out here. So you've got 1, 2, and I'll probably come back and change these colors. 3, 4, and then this will be your fifth. So your fifth pivot there. My goodness, I can't talk. Okay, so I'm gonna change this, and I'm gonna make these. I'm gonna make these black. So I'll know this is more of a pivot machine gun here. And if you aren't familiar with a pivot machine gun, it's just basically 5 pivots, either up or down. Now, doesn't mean it's going to happen, right? But it is a possibility. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and this would be your 5th pivot here, going all the way back to September 23rd. So I got all the weekly targets, previous high low in solid orange, and then areas of interest in the dotted orange, and then this pivot machine gun here on the daily, they're in black. So again, I don't know which way we're gonna open, and I don't want to be in a rush to hop into a trade either. So I'm just gonna kind of have to see where they decide to take us. So we're gonna open here in just a minute, actually. Um, we'll watch it on the daily here to kind of see. Yep, they opened us down, which is what I was anticipating. Now, do they bring us up into here into 91 from 84? Or are they going to bring us down into this area 79 and hit some of these pivot machine guns? So they are buying. Well, it appears they're buying the volume imbalance there. So we do have a volume imbalance in between these levels. I just don't know which which way they're gonna take it. Um, I mean, my hunch is down, which is what I thought we might open was down, and Lord of mercy. Oh, I think I have to hit sync in layout in order for that to transfer over, or sync globally. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, my hunch is they come down here and tag this liquidity and leave this alone. So I'm actually going to. Am I on? Yeah, I'm on micros right here. So I'm just gonna put in 2 micros. Because if we're gonna flush and have this 2 down day, then I wanna target about 10 points lower here. Um, I mean, certainly, they could come up and tag all this, but I'm just going to go. Actually, I may add one here. So we're going to go with 3 micros to open us up. And we've gone 2 down on the day. So we'll see how far they want to bring us down. Like I said, I already laid out where I was targeting, and we'll go from there. So if this does turn into buying and we start taking above the liquidity here, closing above this liquidity here at 57.90, I would target 57.98 here on ES. I am taking a little bit of heat for this short. I was in profit, but I'm taking a little bit of heat for it right now. Sorry, it's micros. But yeah, I'm taking a little bit of heat for that short. I should have waited. So I just drew the 50% of this body to wick. And if we start closing down below here, then I feel very comfortable they're going to target 57.62. If they start closing above this, then I'm looking for this up here. I definitely should have waited on that. My goodness. Okay, so sorry, let me do that over again. I went long in this rhythmic account. Okay, so that one's up $175. That was one mini. But I'm gonna tell you where I messed up here. Okay, and I took two micros off. What I Here's where my stop should have been was 57.85. When I recognized that it was going back up into this candle and definitely over 50% of it, I should have switched sides. Okay, so now they've turned in this hour into an outside hour, meaning they've taken out both sides of this previous hour here on ES. So they brought us down. I thought maybe they might come target some of this liquidity here at 57.80 and then into 60. That's okay. I mean, you know what? It's okay to be. Here's my saying: it's okay to be wrong. It's not okay to stay wrong. Okay, but I should have switched right there because just like with this range the other day, it took out both sides. So I should have switched right there and said, okay, I'm wrong, and I'm going to switch sides. So I guess benefits of having more than one account, and don't copy trade, but I was wrong there. So and I rushed into that trade rather than saying I was going to take my time. So, but when you notice that it starts coming back through the top or the bottom of the previous body, and volume is coming in, then you just gotta switch. I mean, it happens. So I'm definitely wrong. I was definitely wrong on that trade. Definitely wrong. So I took about $150 loss right there, which was almost my gains from Friday. Um, so it's okay. It happens. I'm definitely not in the red. All right, I'll be right back. I made some meatballs and zucchini noodles for supper, so they had gotten cold in the middle of that trade, so I needed to go warm them back up. The question is, since they've already bought this hour and turned it into an outside green, are they going to continue to push and push up here into 97, which was this daily, um, well, 2 days pivot, basically. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still here, guys, but I'm got my camera off and my microphone off because I'm finishing my supper, so I'm sure no one wants to hear that, so I've got that off. And when you got an outside hour, day, week, whatever, you got to let it expand. So I'm just trying to be patient here. I took the profit in the one Rubik account. I lost there in that Trade account, but uh, the night is young, and I have no qualms that I'll get that 150 back. So two down day, but they are buying it right now. Again, they turned the hour into an outside hour. They took out both sides of this range, which also creates a broadening formation. Interestingly enough, so you could do there. There's a broadening formation at the bottom. I would do this one at the top. That's on the hourly. So expand the try, go back through, and see where we go from here. If they take us two up on this next hour, I'd be targeting it all the way up here to 57.97, anywhere up here to 57.99, and all the way up back up through the 5800s. Again, you know, the daily, we are two down green so far, outside hour, which indicates that they are buying. And they brought us down, created that broadening formation. Now they're bringing us back through. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens from here. I'll analyze NQ here in just a few minutes. I did a good job on these zucchini noodles. I put a little bit of salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic, and some butter in them. They're pretty good. You see what I'm talking about? Letting the three expand. That jumped 2 points right there. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, so just letting the three expand, and my hunch is on the next hour we get back inside before potentially going two up. So I don't know. It's just interesting because it's a two down day, but it's green so far. So I don't know. I mean, Friday was an inside day, so I was able to play some of the range on that. I don't know. Just it's kind of interesting. I really wasn't expecting a two down green, to be honest with you. I was anticipating some downside, but kind of interesting they bought it up. But then again, they are bringing it back through the liquidity of Friday, which which would be this area here, this 5791, which is why I outlined that. And but yeah, so they're bringing us up through there, and so 5794 would be my next target up, which is only about another point from here. So, but I'll go ahead and analyze NQ for you guys, and I do still trade NQ a little bit, but I've pretty much gone back to ES, and it's been it's been nice, to be honest with you, because it's not as it's just not as jerky in my opinion. Oh, look what we have here that I didn't notice before. We're inside this mother bar range. um, they're on the daily, so yeah. Well, I'm glad I took a look at this chart then. All right, so let's go with the week first. Sync U chart actually looks better than on the weekly. All right, so I'm gonna delete some of this stuff here. Not a ton of it because some of that is still going to be targets. But we'll do previous high week low. Very tempted to go long on an MNQ here. Okay, so we'll do previous week's high low. And I do that in a solid orange. And then liquidity gets the ray. Which that one's already tapped. So yeah, so NQ, if they continue to buy it, I'd be looking for this 277 to hit. That would be a um previous target. I'm gonna do that one in green to indicate a target. So there's NQ. We are still inside that broadening formation. And on the weekly, definitely inside, but they're starting to buy it. So again, I would be looking for this. About another 40 points higher here. Um, Here on NQ, and what I'm gonna do is buy one MNQ. So I'll buy one of those. I'll set my stop here about 20-30 points lower. The weekly looks good to me on M and Q or NQ. And we're in this mother bar range here. So this looks good to me. I don't know, if they'll come up and start retracing more of this, but I actually like the look of this one better than I do ES, to be honest with you. There's 50% of that wick. Now again, they could bring it up and then just drop us all the way back down. There's nothing that says they can't, because on the daily it's the same as ES. It's a 2 down green so far, but I'm thinking maybe 74 ish. They're going to they're going to start selling. So yeah, so somewhere around that in the 270s, I would look for potential reversal. Actually, I'm not going to set a sell. I'm going to set an alert. So if we start getting above the 270s, then I want to know about it. All right, so that's pretty much, hi. Now you can see my face. That's pretty much the where we are on ES and in Q. I'm gonna set an alert here on ES as well. Or I'm sorry, well that's still in Q. So, but yeah, I'm just kind of curious to see if we get above here the 270s. Go back to ES. Already had those targets laid out. Interesting, because was NQ an inside day as well on, no, it was not. So NQ was a 2 down on the day on Friday, but ES was still inside. Very interesting. Um, let's see. I think we got some economic news this week, so let's see what we got on the calendar for that. I think probably Jolts. Just off the top of my head, probably Powell speaking on Monday. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Um, so yeah. So let's see. Um, says we got a Fed speaker at 8:50 in the morning. Chicago PMI is at 9:45, and then Powell speaks at 1:55. So pretty quite a lot going on tomorrow. Let's see for Tuesday. Tuesday, yep, Jolts at 10, and ISM Wow, Tuesday's gonna be wild. And then Wednesday we're looking at non-farm payroll. Thursday we're looking at unemployment and ISM at 10. And then, oh, I'm sorry, Friday is non-farm unemployment change. So, my goodness, something every day this week on the calendar. So I use this Forex Factory for just economic news. I can't believe there's 20 of you watching me right now. That's crazy. I appreciate you guys tuning in for sure. I haven't been able to get my headphones working really to hear myself, so I hope it sounds all right. So red on the Trade Evade account a little bit, but green 175 on the Rhythmic. And I do have a Top Step account I need to work on, so I'll probably trade that at some point tonight. Um, just man, those Top Steps, I struggle with those because of their consistency in eval, and I'll tell you why. This right here. I had a bad day one day, which was negative 197, and made 390 the next day. So that made my total profit of 202% for their consistency. Well, I mean, with them, you can only be 50% consistency in order to pass the evaluation. You got to keep making more money. So I just don't do well with them for that reason. Um, so I don't know. I gotta get that under control and go from there with them. And I got the 150K over there, so which I'm a long way from passing that because that balance is at 100,192 dollars. So basically 100,200. So we'll go from there on that one. But yeah, I am not anywhere close to passing that. That's got to get to 109 or yeah, yeah 109. No, I'm sorry, not 150K, 100K. So 106, I think. I think it's the same as Apex. Let's just see. Yeah, 106. I think tomorrow's going to be the last day of that sale with Apex as far as $85 lifetime fee. And I got to tell you what I did the other night. Oh my gosh, I was so tired. I'm like delirious tired when I come home, right? But I had passed the evals, and I wanted to get them activated. So okay, I'll go ahead and activate those. And they have the $85 lifetime fee, but the Rhythmic accounts have always been $85 a month. No, like no matter which size you have, right? So I thought, oh, I'll just go ahead and activate them. Anybody want to know what I did? I chose the $85 monthly fee on Rhythmic. So I emailed them to see if there was anything they could do, but of course they couldn't. So it is what it is. Pay more incentive to get a payout on it and go from there. But I could not believe I did that. I was so tired, and I just wasn't paying attention. So that was that. I mean, that was my fault. I can't blame anybody for it but myself. And I'm one of these people. I fully believe in taking responsibility for yourself, right? I mean, you can't blame. I know people like that want to blame everybody else around them for their problems. No, your problems are more than likely your creation. So, um, you know, just have to take some responsibility, and that was on me. So I did email them though just to see if there's anything they could do, and they said nope, sorry. So that I get it. They're not obligated to. That was my mistake, and I should have waited until I was more rested before I pushed the button on that. But it is what it is. Oh, anyway, I don't think I'm going to stay on stream long. There's really not much to do, in my opinion. Um, if they reverse this here and start selling, then we've already created the two down day. But again, it's green. We bounced off of a fib that I had drawn, but they very well could start selling here and reverse us. But as of right now, we went outside hour here on this opening hour, and so I'd be looking for maybe back inside a little bit, um, and then maybe a push higher up into here on NQ, and same with the ES. So just trade accordingly. Um, Technically on ES we're only up 2 points, so 0.04%, which is not very much at all. NQ barely up 15-20 points, and so they very well could reverse this here. Not saying they will. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll trade it accordingly. So there's that. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off here. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of your Sunday evening, and maybe watch some football. Probably what I'm gonna do. I don't even know who's playing tonight, but I'll figure it out, and we'll go from there. So have everyone has a great Sunday night, and I'll probably hop back on. My week is crazy. So I'm working evenings tomorrow, days Tuesday, evenings Wednesday, Thursday, Friday days. So I don't know if I will stream any of the rest of the week, but my Apex code is in the description. Also have some other affiliate codes if anybody's interested in those for other prop firms. Feel free to reach out to me. But Apex is pretty much my home, and I I'm fairly loyal to them. So, like I said, I do have that one Top Step account I'm working on, but that's pretty much it. So, I do still think Apex is um at the top, and Top Step would be my second choice. So, the fast track trading, I know a lot of people really like them because of instant funding. The jury's still out on that for me. So I'm just gonna wait. All right. Hope everyone has a great night, and thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Take care.